This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Big Kurt.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
Hey, I want to introduce you to my co-host, Paul Bromwell.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Well, how you doing, man? It's an honor, dude.
It's good to meet you.
Right on, man. Right on.
How's Aaron and the kids?
Man, you know, they're so good. You know, Kurt, I'm in that time now. They're on the other side of the country. So I'm brokenhearted and all by myself, but you know how it is, man. We got work to do.
Right. Some of you know this, some of the listeners know this, but most don't. But John is married to my niece, Erin, and they have 3 wonderful, beautiful little kids. And John, I wanted to tell you the first question I wanted to ask you, because I don't know this. I want to know the story of how you and Erin first met.
Oh man, I don't know. Are you gonna share this with your brother Mark? I don't know if Aaron's dad.
I might have to.
you know, man. There's we did meet in a bar. You know, Aaron. I was first of all, I just want to say how glad I am to be here, man. And I ain't avoiding the question, but you know, I love you, and I think that I think a lot of times, you know, in this world, you know, I would imagine, you know, you get married and you hear this, you hear these sort of feelings about what you feel about your in-laws. And there's these sort of like old stereotypes. I can't stand my mother-in-law or my father-in-law. But, you know, I love my wife more than anyone in this world. And it's one thing that I know I did right. You know, I respect her and I love her. And, you know, me and her, that's it for me. And but I'm absolutely in love with it, with the Angles and the Abundanzas, you know, like her family, all you guys, you know, just you've you know, we're all family now, and it's such a beautiful family to be a part of. And I believe in everybody. I believe in what everybody's about. And you know, because you know, you grew up in it, but it's that family out there in Pittsburgh, man. It's truly a blessing. But to answer your question, man, you know,
yes, let's get to it, John.
All right. You know, I had just gotten back from, you know, I'd gotten into a lot of trouble growing up, Kurt, as you know, and I'd just gotten back. You know, I really wanted to act, and I'd moved to Russia for a couple of years to learn acting. I was playing some pro baseball over there and doing my thing, and it was the night I got back. We were my friends were throwing sort of a welcome home party for me, and you know, we were pretty raucous in the back of a bar. And I saw this buddy of mine, played college football at the time, and he was talking to these 2 blonde-haired girls. And I kind of went over there and did something pretty lewd to go mess with my buddy because I was a freaking idiot. And then I looked at one of them, and I literally I heard angels sing. I saw the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen in my life.
Love at first sight.
Love at first sight, man. And I immediately stopped the lewd, disgusting thing that I was doing. And I said, oh my gosh, how are you? And we started talking, and we immediately kind of hit it off. And then, you know, we, at the end of the night, you know, that friend of mine, that football player, he went over to her to try to get her number. And she had come to me, and this was before cell phones. That's how long we've been together. He had a BlackBerry because he was like, you know, he thought he was all cool. I was like, you know, ready to write the number down on my hand like a jackass. And we were both trying to get your niece's number. And, you know, I just felt like such an idiot, like 2 guys trying to get a number. So I said, you know, man, go ahead. And I knew in the back of my mind, I'm getting that freaking number. You know what I mean? I get that number. And, you know, he plugged it into his BlackBerry, you know, but I could tell she really wanted me to have the number because we really connected, man. And I'll tell you another thing, Kurt, I did something so stupid that night. I actually flexed my muscle, my little minuscule pinball muscle. I flexed my and your niece who grew up with you, with your brothers, like, you got to understand, like, Kurt is one of many, you know, just like legendary, monstrous angles. And I flexed, and she goes, wow, I haven't felt a muscle like that in a long time. You know, she couldn't lie. She wasn't like, you know, what a jackass. I'm like flexing my little toothpicks for her. But, you know, then at the end of the night, you know, he got the number, and then she left, and he went and he sat down next to me, and he said, hey man, if you ever cock block me like that again, I'm gonna whoop your skinny actor ass. Cause you know, I gotten real skinny in Russia. And I think things had changed as much, cause he wasn't kicking my ass. I don't care. And I said, well, come on, get up and, you know, kick my ass right here, dude. Like, let's do it. We sort of got into it. Some guys broke it up, and then he felt bad. So he said, I don't want any girl getting in between us. And he erased the number. And I lost my mind because I needed to meet your niece, man. I needed to see her again. And then the next day, I was talking with a friend of mine, and I was talking about Erin all morning. I wouldn't stop talking about her. And he said, this is before the days of Facebook and all that. And I just said, man, I can't stop thinking about this girl. I think she's the love of my life. I got to find her. And he was just like, look, dude, you're never going to see her again. Just let it go. Let it go. And he said, hang on. Did she have like a friend? And I said, yeah, like a blonde hair friend. I said, yeah. And he goes, hold on. He reached in his back pocket, and that friend had actually given my buddy her number. And so there it was. I called the number, and that's how and the rest is history. 3 kids later.
Wow, what a lifesaver, dude.
Straight up.
These guys nowadays have no idea how easy it is with social media on all the connections,
Straight up. You could hey, were you in this place? That all that kind of, I feel like, sort of passed me by. I'm not very good at all that stuff. I've never done like online dating or anything like that, but people don't realize it used to be about, what you could, do in the moment. You know what I mean? Like if you knew how to talk to people, and, you had to actually call them and call their parents' house and shit like that,
Now they hide behind social media.
That's right, man. It's a big problem. People don't know how to talk to each other anymore.
Good point.
I get it. It's a wrestling podcast, but he's saving us money on our mortgage. Do you really trust this process? The reviews don't lie. 5-star review after 5-star review. We make it fast, we make it easy, and it's no cost or obligation. Give us a shot to earn your business. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did, especially if you like keeping more of your own money. You don't need perfect credit or money out of your pocket, so what are you waiting for? Hurry to savewithconrad.com.
I'm into this, excited to talk to you because of what you've done in terms of your acting and Walking Dead and Marvel and all this stuff. But I'm coming out of this just really seeing that kind of a classy individual, your family, what you're doing for the community, the family, dogs and whatnot, just really impressed. And I can't thank you enough for being a part of this. And we're closing this down right now with a final question. And speaking of family, I got to get back to the Angle family.
Yeah.
And I got to ask,
Sure.
Any pressure by Kurt on you when it came to dating Erin? I mean, did he threaten an ankle lock? Was there any kind of submission? Any rough and tumble in the ring? Was there any of that going on?
Paul, to be honest with you, I think he's more nervous with my brother Mark.
Well, let's hear it. We're getting to the end here. We got to hear the inside scoop, man.
You got to understand, Paul, man, Big Mark Angle is I said it before, Kurt knows, the day that I was coming to, I came to Pittsburgh to ask Big Mark, Erin's dad, for his permission to propose to his daughter. And we were all at Kurt's mom's apartment and we were hanging out in there. And Kurt turned to me and says, "So what are you doing here, man?" Because, Erin wasn't there. And I said, Kurt, I'm about to go ask Big Mark, for his permission to propose. And Kurt was leaving. He goes, "Oh man," he's like, "I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, man." He's like, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here." I mean, you got to understand, I love my father-in-law, literally, man, I love him with every fiber of my bit. Like, I believe in him. Like, I love this guy, man. He's been so good to me. And he's got such a huge heart, man. And he's a very feared dude, man. He is
without a doubt.
I cannot begin to explain to you, and so, for me, Kurt was always so nice, and Kurt was like that, Kurt's always been cool to me, and that me and Kurt have always, really gotten along good and been close. I was scared shitless of my father-in-law, man. And for really good reason. That's like everybody, I remember the first couple of times I went to Pittsburgh and people would be like, random people would be like, "Have you met her dad yet?" And I'm like, no, that's why I'm here. And they're like, "Yeah, he might be the toughest guy on the planet. He might be the toughest guy in the country." And they're saying that honestly, they're not when you hear that over and over. Yeah. So, I mean, that's really where but we've gotten so close again. And I could not imagine a better father-in-law than Big Mark Angle.
You can't leave us on the edge though. So the big talk obviously went well. He said yes.
He did, man. He did. He was awesome. He hugged me and
good.
Yeah, man. He's something else, man. I think you should have Big Mark on the show, man.
Yeah, you're right. And deep down, he does have a heart of gold. He really
Heart
does.
of gold.
As tough as he is, and the facade he puts up, which is real. It's a real facade.
That's right.
Or I should say it's really real, but he's got a really big heart. Really, he's incredible.
And all you got, man, I think the Angle family, man, it's a legendary family. I mean, you're a legendary American and a legendary hero to so many people, Kurt, but like your whole family and in that community, it's, the Angle family, that's, it's an unbelievable family with an unbelievable history. And, but I'll tell you, man, it's, everyone's got a huge heart of gold. And there's a lot of people who are scared of the Angles. Everybody respects them. There's a lot of people that are scared, but I will tell you, man, there's so much beauty and heart in that family. And I'm just super blessed that I feel like I get to be a part of it.
You're a big part of it, Jon.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Kurt.
Listen, I want to thank you for coming on the show. I love you, brother. Please say hello and give my love to Aaron and the kids. Thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you soon too.
Yeah. I'll talk to you soon. Give my love to everybody, man.
Get back to work, Jon.
Nice to meet you, Jon.
Nice to meet you, Paul. Y'all take care. Thanks for having me, you guys.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
brother.
Love you too, bro. Thank you, man.
All right.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.